And our Georgia-only squad has made it to the NFC Conference Championship. Now, each game that I've played in this playoff, I keep saying, oh, this is probably the best team. This was the NFL favorite. The Commanders here have to be the NFL favorite, right? Lamar Jackson at quarterback, leading a 92 overall offense. They also have Dexter Lawrence over on defense, who's helped leading the 87 overall defense, with the team being an 89 overall. Lamar Jackson, 50 touchdowns on the year. That doesn't even include possible rushing touchdowns, as well as not including any possible rushing stats. Just in general, had just shy of 5,000 passing yards. If you take a look at the overalls on offense, 2nd in points per game, 10th in passing yards, 5th in rushing yards. On defense, 6th in points per game, 15th in passing yards, and 1st in rushing yards. It is a tall task, but so far in the playoffs, we've had the defense allow a total of 10 points, while the offense has consistently scored 24 points per game. So despite us being 12 overall lower, I think we have a chance. And we're definitely going to need to come out big against a team that maybe actually is the NFL favorite. So let's jump in.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough, I wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks.
And for the first time in the playoffs, we are not starting on offense. So the defense will be the ones to set the tone. Lamar Jackson with a throw to the bottom, caught, turn up, about a gain of 3. Election market gain of 4, and come out on 2nd and 6 with an empty set. Looks like 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Lamar with a hard count, no one jumps, takes a snap, throw to an open receiver up top. Stokes just about a half second too late in coming back for that one. And that is Tyler Lockett, the receiver. So we know they at least have one really good receiver who always finds a way to make a play. Be a run down the middle here with some really good blocking close to the first, but Lewis stands tall. But the running back is pretty good. It's Aaron Jones. So just another guy we're going to have to stop. See at least 3 superstars, including 2 of them being X Factors, on their offense. Throw to the top and close to another first down, but just shy again. That is Robbie Anderson. So they have Tyler Lockett and Robbie Anderson. Interesting set. Don't know who the third guy is. Their tight end is a superstar. As they go with a run down the middle, and not Jones, but number 25, Evans, comes in and he gets the first. So far, no running by Lamar Jackson. We'll see if that crops up at some other point as he does roll to the top here, but finds his receiver, Anderson, with another first down. His second catch, 21 total on the day. 2 tight ends stacked to the top of the line. Will be a run down the middle, and 46 comes in. I'm assuming that could only be a fullback as he's ripped down by Davis, and it is C.J. Ham. So he can definitely run the ball a little bit. 2nd and 8. A tight shotgun look here for Jackson. He'll take the snap. Sitting in the pocket, will find an open receiver across the middle, and that is a 3rd catch for a 3rd first down by Anderson. As they get down inside the red zone at the 14. Lamar takes the snap, sitting in the pocket. We're going to roll out to the top and find a receiver. I think that's Lockett, close to another first. Does get him just inside the 5, not by much, but will be a run here down the middle with the fullback C.J. Ham, who caps the drive off with a touchdown. Well, we now know what we have to do on offense. And our offense will start with the I formation. 2 receivers to the bottom. Will be a pass here, but eventually, maybe, won't be. Sack. And that was Sam Hubbard. We know he could be effective. Had him in the Ohio Only Challenge, and he was pretty good for us. So just another guy we need to watch out for. Be a pass to the bottom here, and we'll get forward for about a gain of 11. I'll make things a little bit more manageable here on 3rd and 7. A bunch just to the top of the line here. Pass caught underneath Pickens with the first down. Said underneath, meant more in the middle. But that'll keep the drive going here, and we're definitely going to need to do that till we get down to the end zone and tie this thing up. Hard count, no one jumps. Go the run down the middle and not able to find a gap. Just kind of got stuck in the middle. At least force our way forward for a gain of 2 with Cook. And follow that up with some more I formation. Be a stretch to the bottom, cut in, have a little bit of some more space. And there he breaks to the outside, has one man to beat, and he will. Humphreys dives and comes up empty. The longest rushing touchdown of the series comes in the NFC Championship to help tie this thing up. And yet again, this team shows that they do not care who they're playing against. They will continually just keep playing well. Just need the defense to also play well as Jackson goes deep and Stokes can't get the pick. Good job in coverage there by the receiver. For 2nd and 10. So Lamar takes a snap. Another pass across the middle, this time easily caught. First down, CJ Ham. Looks to be a big part of this offense. He had their touchdown on the previous drive and gets them a first down to end the first quarter. This thing all tied up 7-7. So to start the second quarter, Lamar has a bunch just to the top of the line. One lone receiver to the bottom will be one of those tight ends that he ends up finding, who is a superstar, or maybe even an X Factor. Is just a superstar. Not sure who it is. Gesicki. Okay, so yeah, it would make sense. As they're going to motion over one of the other tight ends to the top. Will be a run down the middle, and there's a stuff. Jordan Davis in the backfield, loss of 2. Now if we could just do that one more time, and it looks like they actually have an offensive lineman at that fullback spot as they have Ham back at running back. Lamar going to keep this one, going to step up, but there's the pass rush, and Gotsis hits home. Sack on Lamar Jackson, and we'll force a punt. All right, offense, this is a great opportunity to grab our first lead of the game. We'll start with that bunch at the top. Will be a pass all the way up top. We go to the tight end, Carl Glenn, who will get close to the first, but a little shy. 3 of 3 on the day is Stafford. So that first drive only had 2 passes. It's a little surprising. Let's go the stretch to the bottom here, and we should have cut up. Good job there from 3. And that is Trayvon Walker. I forgot. We tried to sign him in the offseason. He refused to come here despite us throwing all the cash at him. And now we're playing against him in the playoffs. Good hit there on Pickens. But even better is the first down gain crossing midfield. So a little bit of reverse revenge in a way here, with us wanting to beat Trayvon Walker for not joining the Georgia-only squad. Let's go the run down the middle. Cook turns to the top. We'll fight through one guy and can't get away from the ankle tackle. That could have been his second rushing touchdown. But instead, Rodriguez gets the stop. 2nd and 4. Be a pass here from Stafford. We'll throw to the bottom of the screen. Caught. Be about gain of 2.5. And on 3rd and 2, empty look. 3 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Hard count, no one jumps. Stafford, quick pass across the middle, knocked away. But on 4th and 2, we are going for it. Empty look here for Stafford. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Isaiah McKenzie going to come in motion. He'll take the jet sweep. Going to have to cut in, and a really good cut. We'll get the first down and a whole bunch more. Down to the 26. Great vision there on the outside. Saw that there was a DB, I believe it was, coming around the edge. Cut back in, got the for sure yardage. Go the fake jet sweep this time, and down the middle we tried to go, but once again, Trayvon Walker's there. It'll be a fun battle to see throughout this game, as it looks like he comes off the field, maybe, or at least I don't see his icon. 2nd and 10. Pass here from Stafford, has Pickens underneath, but he'll go a little bit deeper to Isaiah McKenzie, who tried to truck the DB, but down to the 8 for a 1st and goal. And we'll come out with a shotgun look. 3 to the bottom, 1 up top. Stafford setting up the running back screen. Cook breaks the first contact, and we'll get a few, maybe 3 or 4. And that's also going to take us to the 2-minute warning, where we're trying to get our first lead. And we'll come out empty. And you know, I kept thinking it's weird that we come out and empty in these kind of goal line formations, but then I had to remember we have Megatron as our head coach, and he wants the touchdown passes, and Cook couldn't hold on. It hit him square in the hands. Luckily, it wasn't picked off the tip, but 3rd and goal. Have another pass here, and that time just poor from Stafford. And I didn't have time to jump in here, so it will be a field goal attempt. Young Hoku to put us up. This one is up, and we are also up. Field goal good will put us up 10-7. So now Lamar Jackson and the 92 overall offense has 1 minute, 51 seconds to get down the field and either tie this thing up or retake a lead. I go underneath to Gesicki on play 1, we'll get 5. Now that has worked well in favor of our defense throughout the last half of the season and into the playoffs, as Lamar will dump it off, not even dump it off, but find a receiver well down the field on the run. Get him to about midfield. Minute 15, Lamar going to scramble again. Now this time he dumps it off, and the receiver Gesicki gets out of bounds as Carter comes up a little shaken up. I want to say he was tied for our sack leader with only 7.5, and we haven't seen a whole lot of pass rush this postseason as they go one-on-one deep and almost intercepted. That time Campbell, Robbie Anderson in coverage. It'll lead to an empty set here on 3rd and 5. Lamar fakes a quick pass, will roll. We had a guy there who maybe forced a quick throw that does come up shy of the first down. But do they go for it? No. They send the punting team out, which would leave us with about 35 seconds. No, they're going for it, tossing this one up and intercepted finally. We're going to have a little bit of a return here as the the cover team tries to turn around. And we do actually have exactly 35 seconds as they just tossed this up and just not even close. But this does give us a great opportunity here to widen our lead before half. We'll come out empty look, bunch to the right, 2 to the left. Hard count, no one jumps. How about McKinnon? Down the slot, good catch to midfield. And how about we call a timeout instead of going into a hurry up? Be a little bit smarter here. You have 30 seconds left. 29 seconds, 2 timeouts. Look for maybe McKenzie here on the post route. Nice release, toss to the outside, get the catch inbounds, which he does, dragging the toes. Still have 2 timeouts, but we stop the clock with 24 seconds. Really nice toss there from Stafford. You could just tell the veteran presence he has in some of these throws that he makes. As they provide really good coverage on that right-hand side, we'll throw underneath, go with Pickens, get some yardage, stop the clock again. And I would love to go to Hardman here across the middle. Also potentially Pickens on the outside, but the number 1 guy I want to look at is Hardman. Although they cover that very well, we'll roll out, toss it out. And on 3rd and 4, we're going to run a little RPO here. Possibly hand it off, possibly toss it to the outside, and we will hand it off. Cook will get down the middle, help try to line things up. We'll call a timeout. We have 8 seconds left. Probably one more toss towards the end zone. And honestly, not the best lineup. I would have rather had Pickens on the outside here, but instead it's Hardman. We do have Glenn going deep as well, although they cover that pretty well, but Pickens wide open in the middle, no one there. You're not going to find an easier touchdown in an NFC championship like that. And what makes that score even better is that as we go through halftime to start the 3rd quarter, we have ball. Up 10 against a much higher ranked team than us. Pickens, big gain, crossing midfield down to the 49. This is our opportunity to stake claim in this game and really force the Washington Commanders to play perfect throughout. Cook to the top, not going anywhere. Tackled by former teammate Trayvon Walker. Be 2nd and 10. Walker does have 5 tackles on the day as well. Hard count, no one jumps. 2 receivers to either side for Stafford. Let it develop, and we'll find Carl Glenn underneath. Gain of 6. Similar formation-ish, kind of. Just going to move the tight end down to the line. There'll be another pass here from Stafford. Has Glenn sitting wide open. First down. Only 4 incompletions on the day for Stafford. And 3 catches for 21 yards for Glenn. Not too bad for the rookie. As we go for his 4th here, who cuts up, will get close, roll over the defender, and get another first down. Pun intended, this team is rolling. So we have 2 to the top, a close receiver to the bottom. Almost a stack-ish as we go down the middle. James Cook, gain of 6. And he's averaging just shy of 10 yards a carry. 8 for 79 and a touchdown. Hard count, no one jumps. We'll go back to him, and he'll get close, but not get the first down. Only a gain of 3. Which does hurt that total yardage a little bit, but doesn't matter as long as we win. Jerick McKinnon checks in. He'll take the 3rd down carry down the middle. Patient run. We'll get the first down as he's tackled through a block. And Dexter Lawrence is a guy who can do that. We'll come out here, single back, tight formation. Stafford will hand the ball off, stretch up top, and not going anywhere, but breaks the tackle. Now he's headed around the corner and into the end zone. That's why you never give up on a play. James Cook widens our lead, and we're about to score another 24 points in a playoff game. And following a good return, and prior to that, the kick extra point by Young Hoku does make it 24-7. They go with the handoff Jones, who haven't seen him in quite a while, and he has a decent run, but they'll only get 4. And at this point, Commanders need more than that. They are down 3 scores. And about 3 minutes left in the 3rd. There's plenty of time as they motion over a quote-unquote tight end. Technically an offensive lineman. They go with another run down the middle. Jones will push forward. Another gain of about 4. He'll bring up 3rd and 2, and this is a heavy set. 4 tight ends out there. Will be a handoff down the middle, and they will convert. CJ Ham gets it, but a flag is down. And back them up on Brian O'Neill. We'll bring up a 3rd and 11 instead. They'll drop to shotgun. Lamar Jackson making an audible or a hot route, something. Some sort of play change. And that one will be caught. First down by Lockett. Looked like the DB tried to jump the route. I believe it was Campbell in coverage. He just couldn't find the ball. So 1st and 10, crossing midfield to the 45. They come out in that tight single back formation, similar to what we've been running. Be a drop back pass. Lamar will find the Gesicki, who gets a pretty good shot, but we'll get 6. Only 2 incomplete passes again for Lamar Jackson. But again, they're all short passes. That's what this defense has been doing really well at, is keeping those deep and medium passes just, they're not allowed to do it. They're keeping them out of the game plan. They're locking them down, which is great. They have a 1st and 10 here. Play action pass. Lamar, who really hasn't scrambled much today, but will run to the top and will toss it away. Smart choice. 2nd and 10, bunch to the bottom, 1 lone receiver up top. Lamar will take the snap. Will be a pass. No, they go to up top. I was expecting a pass across the middle. They had another guy there, but instead CJ Ham will get 8. I'll make things much more manageable here on 3rd and 2. Empty set. Quarterback draw here would be nice, but they don't go with that. They go with a pass and a completion. Not too bad, finding number 13 inside the 10. And that will end our 3rd quarter. Gabe Davis with the catch, and he'll take us into the 4th, where they have a 1st and goal. Handoff CJ Ham, who gets stuffed originally by Davis. Didn't bring him down, but Floyd will. 2nd and goal from the 14. And they'll come out spread for it. 2, maybe 3 to the bottom? I think just 2. Yeah, because they have 2 tight ends up top. Ham in the backfield next to Lamar will go out in a route. Lamar will scramble to the bottom, trying to buy some time, and he will end up tucking this one and will get into the end zone. They have not scored since their first drive. They finally get back on the board to make it 24-14. Now that there might be a little momentum building for the Commanders, our offense needs to play smart. We need to drain the clock, slowly, methodically move the ball downfield, or a nice chunk on first down will be just fine. Take us up to the 41. And they do have the strip ball on, so hopefully we can hold on to it. Knock on wood as Cook goes down the middle. Not going to get much, but apparently it's somehow still 3 as he hits 100 yards on the day. And once again, also pretty close to 10 yards a carry. Has 11 for 102 touchdowns. 2nd and 7 pass here from Stafford. Had some guys open early, but waits, and we'll end up finding Carl Glenn, who will get us close. 3rd and 2. It ended up coming back for the pass, which ended up costing us the first down there, but it's fine. That gives us an extra play here to try to run more time. So we go with a run down the middle, and an easy first down, but a flag is also down. And that will back us up on Carl Glenn. But it was also a bit down the field, so only a 3rd and 7 rather than a 3rd and 12. Empty look here for Stafford. Sitting in the pocket, will go deep and have a wide open Carl Glenn making up for the flag as we're down to the 21. And with that pass, Stafford passes 250 on the day. Look for, no, will be another pass. I was hoping for a run, but instead, how about a touchdown? Isaiah McKenzie to help retake that 3-score lead. And we're not letting other teams be in these games. We're taking full control, and I love it. 4 minutes, 57 seconds. Is all the Commanders may have left in their season if they cannot find a way to get some quick touchdowns. They'll go underneath. CJ Ham gets the catch, breaks 1 tackle. We'll get about 8. Lamar, again, only about 3 incomplete passes, a little under 200 yards passing, but it's been a lot of short throws. Haven't seen a whole lot of deeper passes, a lot of just quick out routes like this. Does give them the first down, though. That time to Gesicki. They have a bunch to the bottom of the line, 1 lone receiver up top. Lamar will take the snap. Another pass. We'll probably see passes throughout, and that one off the back of Brian O'Neill's head. Will end up falling incomplete as they tried to set up the running back screen. They'll stay same formation for 2nd and 10. Lamar again with a quick pass to the bottom. Gesicki gets the catch. We'll fight forward for 4. So on 3rd and 6, they need to convert. They'll go empty. Trips up top, 2 to the bottom. Hard count, no one jumps. Lamar, pass across the middle and knocked away by Nakobe Dean. They will go for it on 4th. If they get this, still maybe a little bit of possibility they could come back. If they don't, it's about done. They'll go deep. Corner, knocked away by Stokes. Will take over on offense, and it's time to run out this clock. And we'll head straight into the I formation. The receiver's kind of tucked in close. We'll go with a stretch to the bottom, cut that in. Nice job from Cook. We'll get forward for a gain of 7. And it's important to remember, this was the #1 rushing defense, and this has been the best game we've seen Cook have. 2 rushing touchdowns, over 100 yards, and we're not even done. Penny checks in, and he'll get the first down carry for us, as this should take us close to the 2-minute warning. And by close, I mean directly into the 2-minute warning. So not much time remains for the Commanders. Just hold on to the ball here for us, and we could find ourselves into the Super Bowl. Run down the middle here from Cook. Hold on to it, both hands on it. Love to see it, gain of 6. His average will end up dropping a little bit as we try to run out this clock, but that is fine. Under 20 carries and over 100 yards, you know that's when you had a good day. Stretch to the top, we'll get about 1 yard. And a first down here ends the game. So, let's hope we get it. Should be Cook down the middle. 3rd and 2. Eventually we'll snap it. No, we'll go with a stretch to the bottom. We get the block and we don't get the edge. But if they don't call a timeout, it doesn't matter. There's no need to be celebrating because your season's done, number 2. And to make sure we don't end up kicking the field goal and dragging this game on, I'll come out here, but we're not running a play. This game is over, and we are the NFC champions in Season 2. Not only has no other team of the state-only challenge made it to the postseason by season 2, but they definitely haven't had a Super Bowl visit by season 2. So no matter how that game goes, this is a record for the state-only challenge. And this team has just been dominating, playing against teams who are much better in terms of overalls. But they just play a much better game together than what we're seeing from these other teams. And that win will be sending us to this Super Bowl, where we'll be playing against the Houston Texans, who we've already played this year and won 31-20. This team playing well above their overall. We say this every time with a state-only challenge, right? But now we're playing against a team whose own overalls aren't too crazy, right? We've been playing against teams who have been much higher and have been dominating. Don't want to overlook this team, though. They do have Nick Bosa, and we know how good he can be. On offense, they are 7th in points per game, 14th in both passing yards and rushing yards. On defense, 4th in points per game, 10th in passing yards, and 2nd in rushing yards. But we just destroyed the number 1 rushing yard team with Cook going off. So, hopefully we'll be able to do that come Super Bowl week. But that'll be next episode. And if you want that episode released tomorrow, make sure you get this video up to 50 likes. We'll be back. Otherwise, no problem. We'll be back on the next regularly scheduled day for the state-only challenge, which is every Wednesday and Saturday. So it's up to you guys. When do you want it? 50 likes? We'll see you then. And until then, bye.